robots with living human tissue.
That can't be the real pictures.
It's real living human tissue that they can attach to the outside of a robot. It interfaces with technology to basically make it appear human.
It can heal itself too.
Yeah, Pat, it could heal itself. So this thing is just sitting here and it's smiling at you on its own. So he's making a nose and a smile. It's got eyes in it.
It's like a condom smiling at you.
Yeah, why would you want that?
Oh, yeah. Good morning and welcome to episode 1492 of Hard Factor. It is finally Friday again, June 28th, 2024. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. 80-ish% accuracy guaranteed on this podcast. Patreon.com/Hard Factor if you need more episodes. Today, we're talking about robots with human skin on them. For the real stuff, the real deal.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah. Are you?
You and a lot of creeps.
Well, I'm excited because I checked the story out and it kind of creeped me out and I got out of there. So I'm excited to hear the full thing.
Oh, it's creepy as it gets, but also exciting, terrifying, all at the same time. Plots for sale in heaven.
Get your heaven plots. Hey, get your heaven plots here. Get your heaven plots here. You know?
It's better than indulgences. You're straight to heaven. It's great.
Yeah.
That's just as real as AI plots or what's the
stars?
Other? No, the
stars.
No, the plots they're selling in fake lands like
like
metaverse.
Metaverse. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just as real as owning a piece of the Green Bay Packers franchise.
You gotta get your deed to your spot. And then we got Parkland shooting victims, not shooter. The victims of the shooter getting some justice.
Well, just one, and he might be being a little selfish. I hate to say that about a survivor, but
oh wow, okay, more to come on that.
Do you hate to say that?
I mean, I don't hate to say it, but I hesitate to say it.
Sure, you hesitated.
It's not former Hard Fact guest Cam. What's his face?
No.
Cam Caskey.
Is it David Hogg? That kid's hogging he likes to hog the spotlight.
Yeah, he's probably the biggest hog.
Yeah,
he's got the pillow company now, so I mean, I think he's busy.
Yeah.
And then we got sinkholes.
Yeah, really crazy. I mean, I always cover a sinkhole story, but this one's fucking nuts.
I love it.
Newts, just insane.
It can be mind blowing. Yeah.
Something interesting happened on a soccer field.
Yep. And it's not the Copa Cup. I'm trying to get ChatGPT to create a hilarious image of the sinkhole, but it will. We'll get into it. It will not.
There's some good ones out there. South America has got some great sinkhole imagery.
That's true.
Florida is a sinkhole.
Yes. Happy Florida Man Friday. As always, patreon.com/Hard Factor for the full episode of Florida Man Friday. Lots of sinkholes in Florida. Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Well, you guys want to get right into it, and keep in mind after the show, we're going to do something as it relates to the debates, live stream of sorts. We're going to
air it.
We're going to stream it on X.
Yes. X.
Well, we happen to find out that RFK is doing a stream, and he's calling it the real debate with all three of us. So I don't know what the fuck he's planning on doing.
Right.
It sounds like he's going to have a live stream up, and he's going to pause it. He's like, my turn.
Yeah.
Right. So we've got to be able to pull up.
You're right. It's a good point. What the fuck is it going to be?
It's going to be awesome. I don't know.
Dude, I'm more excited for RFK rebuttals than for the main thing. But because we're doing it on X, Twitter, because that's the only place it's allowing you to pull up the debate. Everywhere else, like CNN is going to get you shut down. So we got to stream it live on X. And also because now we need to bring in RFK as well. So there's just too much stuff to incorporate to the stream to do it on YouTube or anywhere else. So.
I think we're going one level back from RFK and streaming his from a level behind. We're pulling an RFK.
This is the real debate.
Yeah.
No, but our show is going to be comprehensive. I mean, I hope you caught it because some people
points, Mr. President. Now I'll go. They have no idea. He's like,
they got a guy there muting his mic if he gets off the rails.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the sniper meme where RFK is the first sniper in the pews, and we're the ones up in the balcony above RFK.
Damn right.
And then Trump and Biden are debating on the stage.
That's right.
There you have it. Okay, let's do the news, boys. I'll kick it off. Soccer Field 3 is down. I repeat, Soccer Field 3 is down. And this is the turf field at Gordon F. Moore Park in Alton, Illinois, for clarification. I know there's no noise in Illinois. Sorry. Yeah, on Thursday morning, guys, Soccer Field 3 was...
though, when you're bumping the jam.
That's true, which seems to be everyone outside my window all night. Thanks, migrants. Happy to have you. Really am.
Boys.
Show some decor.
Fires, isn't it? What's worse, the fires or the migrants, Pat?
The migrants. I got no beef with the migrants except
The fire
loud music
started by the migrants.
and the Cheetos rappers. They love Cheetos, man.
Cheetos rappers? Really?
Who doesn't?
Fucking love them. Funyuns and Cheetos, dog.
Pat, this is a good story to talk to the migrants about. Soccer Field 3 going down.
Soccer Field 3 is down. Okay, got sucked into the earth, guys. Creating
That's
a
an El
massive.
Disastro. Yeah.
It's an El Disastro
Dios mío.
of monumental proportion. See, this sinkhole, guys, is 100 feet wide and 30 feet deep. Check this fucker out. There is. Yep, there is
live stream.
That's the security camera footage. It was about 8:30 Thursday morning that the security camera, which I guess is some.
They're lucky people weren't on the field.
Right in the middle of it.
Whoa.
Right in the fucking middle of it, dude.
That's cool,
just,
man. It's almost like a feature of the field, though.
It
Now,
took the lights.
How did it take the lights? Is what I'm trying to figure out. So check
Because
this out.
it's in the middle.
Because
There's two
between
fields
two
side by
fields.
side. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If you go back to the
There's
part where
4
it's like
fields. It's
the drone cam shot. You see, it's like
That-
it's in between two fields.
That's where the parents yell at the kids.
it took down part of field 1 and 3 and where the parents stand.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I mean, yeah, both of those turf fields are fucked.
There's
But
4.
also that's kind of cool. It's like an obstacle on the course now. If you're
It looks like 2 soccer fields and a football field. It took down part of the football field and the corners of both soccer fields.
That's field 3. Field
Okay.
3 is down, guys. Field 3 is down. Now, this is a big fucking hole. And I wanted to see how many soccer balls, this is the first thought I had. How many soccer balls could you fit in that hole?
Dude, that's a great interview question. That's a great question.
Yeah. Well, I got a couple fun trivia questions for you. How many soccer balls do you guys think you could fit in that hole? I asked GPT.
Give me the dimensions again.
It's 30 feet deep by 100 feet around.
no more than 3,000.
20,000 soccer balls.
20,000?
12,000 soccer balls. 12,000.
You guys are lowballing the shit out of me.
Yeah, I would say 50.
122,900
Wow.
soccer balls.
Those are size 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't exactly clarify, but I assume the default.
There's also a lot of dirt. Yeah, I was taking into account the dirt. Okay, but yeah, I mean,
I think
where's
that's
so far
wrong.
off?
You think that's wrong?
Yeah.
The math is. I mean, like
AI is
ChatGPT,
not always right. You
it'll
can't-
explain its math to you.
Okay.
And after I ask the soccer ball question, the next logical question, guys, is how many kids could fit in there? Because the
What
scary
size?
thing is,
Yeah, what size kids?
we're going to get into that. The scary thing is, guys, typically that soccer field 3, is where teams of kids are sitting. I guess it's kind of the
bench.
field that's used during summer camp as like the staging area. Maybe summer camp usually divide the fields in 2.
Yeah, sidelines.
They're playing games.
I
Team
didn't-
A,
I didn't
Team
even
B.
think of summer camp. There could have been hundreds of kids there.
For some reason, there was not, and usually there are, guys.
Whoa.
So I asked ChatGPT how many children the hole could hold if they were laying on top of each other, and assuming, quote, an average child is about 4 feet tall, 2 feet wide, and 1 foot thick.
Okay.
We're talking about Thai kids.
We're talking about Thai kids.
Did GPT give that assumption?
They gave that assumption, and I tried so hard with Midjourney to generate a sinkhole with kids in it, but they didn't want to do it. I mean, that was attempt 6, and I got like maybe 40 kids in there.
That picture's a pit to hell. It's not even a sinkhole.
That's scarier than what picture that you asked for.
Well,
honestly.
I think a 4-foot kid's
Yeah.
probably like 1/9 of a soccer ball. So I'll just divide 120 by 9, right? Like
how many kids you guys think? How many kids could fit in there?
12,000.
I saw it. It's like 3,000.
It's 2,983 kids.
You saw it.
All right. Now, before we get into the next question, let's hear a little bit about how or why this may have happened. Okay.
Yeah.
That park sits just off Illinois Route 111 between Alton and Bethalto. And that's where we find 5 on your sides, Holden Kerwicki. Holden, what happened?
Hold in.
Well, and that's what mining inspectors are still trying to figure out. But the good news is that no one here at the park or inside the underground limestone mine was hurt by the collapse. The bad news is it could be some time before those inspectors have an idea what caused the ground to give way.
Maybe the mine?
I got a pretty good idea, Holden. The fucking limestone mine that they had under these kids' soccer fields.
Oh, no.
The stick of dynamite they used to
The fuck are you
loosen
doing?
the limestone.
What kind of journalism is that, Holden?
It is built right on top of an Indian burial ground.
Yeah. We're waiting to hear from mine officials. For the
We can't get in touch with anyone at the mine.
What if miners started climbing out?
It was during a kids game. That'd be incredible. They're all covered. in
Somebody
shit.
help.
I got a lot of fucking questions, man. How long the miners been mining under the soccer field, dude? This was bound to happen. You sons of bitches. All right. But what if it was a fat camp of kids, not just a regular camp of kids on the field that day?
The stress
These kids
on the vault of the mine.
1,400.
These kids were fat. How many kids then? I asked.
1,400.
Yeah.
Well, they assumed these kids would be 5 feet tall, 3 feet wide, open parentheses, wider than average due to obesity,
Oh, thank you.
and 1.5 foot thick, open parentheses, thicker due to obesity. Close
We're
parentheses.
talking about a third.
1,000. Yeah, 1,000.
In parentheses, parents don't cook meals. Lots of takeout.
1,060 fat kids could fill that sinkhole,
Yeah.
guys.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Big boys are riding in style. And that's sinkhole.
According to Holden Kerwicki, the word on the street is they're just eating orange slices. It's just an orange. They're there for the slices.
Capri
baby.
Suns and
They're not
orange
eating
slices.
the orange slices, Pat.
Yeah, that's all that's available to them. According to Holden Kerwicki, the word on the street is it's safe to be in the area, which is just a lie that Holden sucked down like a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Let's hear from him one more time.
We've been told that the area is safe. Both parks officials and the owner of the neighboring golf course have decided to keep things closed out here until they get the all clear from the mining inspectors.
Good call.
Reporting live in Alton, Illinois, Holden Kerwicki, 5 on your side.
Yeah, good call.
How much you want to bet that the golf course is going to run some sort of hole-in-one promotion?
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Or
smart.
hey, John, maybe you can finally make it in the hole.
Right. Yeah.
Some one golfer will say to another named John.
I've been told that it's safe, totally safe to be here. Not by anyone at the mine, because we can't get in touch with them still, but
whenever the mine needs like a media stooge to like drink their dirty water, they call that guy.
It's fucking Holden Kerwicki, dude.
Yeah.
He's just
they're Holden.
whatever they're saying. Holden's buying hook, line, and sinker.
Let me show you how safe this water is. I'm drinking it right now.
Holden's a company man, yeah. With the golden voice.
With all due respect, Holden, what the fuck? No, it's not okay to be there, buddy. They didn't know that the limestone mine that they had under the youth football fields was going to collapse. I would stay the fuck away, Holden Kerwicki.
Then again, though, Pat, it does allow those youth football players to just go into the mines directly themselves. They don't have to go and wait for high school to drop out. They can just go straight down in there. Now
That's
the
true.
holes
Start working.
So,
Yeah.
See,
just go
Brian,
ahead and start.
I
Grab
told you
Get down there.
that's a sign
So they
of
recruit new miners.
what your future's gonna be.
They blow up a soccer field.
If you keep
Put another hole up on that field.
cutting off in school. Anyway.
They're so lucky, dude.
Dude, they're so fucking lucky. They're insanely lucky. So,
Whoa. All right. Well, we can all laugh about it now. You know?
Sure. Yeah, it's pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
here in Illinois, we're all scratching our heads trying to figure out what caused this thing.
Yeah. Yeah. The mining
We've asked the mine directly below, but they don't know either.
Here in Limestone City, we're trying to figure it out.
getting a report here to specifically not blame the mine.
Cracking their heads on this one.
A limestone.
Remember,
driveway.
the mine is innocent
He comes home to a limestone driveway.
Proven guilty in mine court.
Yeah. Guys,
We're being told to mind your own business.
He uses that one a lot, Holden.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's a pun guy. Feed me all the puns, please.
All right. You want to talk about the future of slavery, guys?
Whoa.
No.
Do we have to? Yeah.
We haven't reconciled the past yet, Will.
Well, still, the future is now, as we say sometimes. I mean, it's happening. It's right before our eyes. Before we'll ease into it, though, real quick update on Dr. Disrespect. Taking it to the internet, at IQ Kev tweets, a trans sex worker has come forward claiming Dr. Disrespect cheated on his wife with them in 2017, the same year he was caught talking to a minor. They go on to show in detail Twitter DMs where Doc was asking for cam shows while promising a partnership in return. Dr. Disrespect then blocked them after receiving the cam shows, apparently. And I guess
cam shows
blocking.
Receive.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
Wasn't to my liking.
Would get him off the feed there, and she wouldn't save her. They wouldn't save it.
She's of age. It just goes to show that he got in the DMs heavy in 2017 and was cheating left and right.
Yeah.
And, he was just
if he would have just stuck to transsexuals, he would have been fine.
Yeah. Look at Eddie Murphy.
You think so? That's more forgivable. Yeah. Look at Eddie.
Well, yeah. If they're of age, who cares?
Forgivable. It's just about who's going to keep the most quiet.
By his wife, I'm saying, by his family.
No. Neither is forgivable by family.
He claims he's on a family vacation with his wife and kids, and that fuck all y'all haters, and that his wife is just totally cool with the cheating, I guess.
What kind of minors
Yeah, right.
were these? Will limestone miners?
Yeah, minors.
Minor children, I think, in that one.
The kind that were in the hole.
They're old enough to work.
Yeah. It's a good question, Mark, because now back to the future of slavery, where one elderly white couple is on trial in West Virginia for allegedly adopting 5 black children and making them work like slaves, according to the judge. What the prosecution is saying is that Gene K. Whitefeather, 62 years old, and Donald Ray Lance, 63 years old, they're charged with trafficking a minor child and using a minor child for forced labor, aka slavery, which is what the judge pointed out in the first hearing. Also, child neglect. And they were first arrested in October 2023 after a wellness check showed the 5 adopted children they have, ages 6, 9, 11, 14, and 16, were living in what the state considered inhumane conditions in Sissonville, West Virginia. For example, the 14 and 16-year-olds were allegedly living in a locked barn. Okay, that's like
It's like a reenactment gone wrong.
Yeah, well, it kills 2 birds for them because they got a lot of work to do around the farm and they hate blacks. So
that's what the state is saying about these. It's hard to call them parents, but they're the parents technically. Now, for now,
gotta ask: did they have white children? They weren't working hard, or was it just?
I think it's just the 5.
They had their legs up on the couch. They got lemonade. They were drinking lemonade.
I mean, this happens where like pieces of shit get people from the state to just work for them, and they treat them.
Well,
the
question is either did they have kids of other races, or did they only ask for black children?
I believe they have all black kids adopted, 5 of them, I believe.
So those are the things you need to ask. Did they seek out black children to treat poorly?
I'm sure the state has asked all those things, and they are charging them with slavery again.
Charging them with slavery.
That's a tough charge.
It's you put the charges together. It's like what the parents, it's hard to call them parents. The parents in this situation, they still are right now, are saying is that barn is a teenage clubhouse. Okay. And we never lock it from the outside. I understand that's a teenage clubhouse, that barn. And they've also pleaded not guilty. It's a pretty crazy case. We'll see what happens because
caught a slavery charge, but I think I'm going to beat it.
Yeah,
right. I mean,
what they charge you with
thing, like
slave.
What are they working on?
Oh my god!
I don't know, Wes. The state's gonna have to prove
the farm, Wes.
Yeah.
Then this is
they had like a business. They had the business they were running, or they just like to watch these these
I guess
black
it's-
kids work.
made them do stuff around the house. They called it inhumane living conditions, and they forced labor. So they'll have to prove something.
Wes, are you? I don't know if you're eliciting the Texas slave ranch or not.
No, I'm not.
But super interesting. In like the middle '80s in New Braunfels, which is like a German tourist town, people were going missing, like just getting abducted, and people thought they were dead, but really it was this.
It happens.
These people who made wooden trinkets that they would sell in New Braunfels were abducting people, then forcing them to be slaves to make the trinkets.
Jeez. Where'd they find 5 black kids in West Virginia? Were they driving out of state for these adopted kids?
No, I think they were, wards of the state that
They got all 5 of them?
They imported them, Mark.
Okay.
Well, that maybe so, Wes. I have no idea. I didn't get into the details fully, but
That's fucked up.
I know that a slavery charge is tough. If you're a parent and you catch a slavery charge, and they claim that they're innocent, but
Probably one of the better states to catch a slavery charge, though.
And you can't say that you're going to beat the charge,
Right.
No,
Yeah.
you got to be
taste.
tactful with your communications.
Trying
about
to
the
beat this slavery.
charge.
Damn it.
I'm going to own this case.
Damn it. Get off scot-free. Ah, damn it.
I did promise that this segment is about the future of slavery. So for anyone out there after some good old slaves of their own, good news, okay? Because the next generation of master-slave relationships are here, quite literally, in terms of technology. Robots with living human tissue
Those are
attached to the
terrifying.
to the outside of them.
That can't be the real pictures.
Well, that's the start,
Those
Mark.
are the real ones.
That's the start. I mean, this is just the beginning, 1.0 here, okay? That's real living human tissue that they can attach to the outside of a robot. It interfaces with technology to basically make it appear human. They are on the way. The University of Tokyo has developed a lab-grown human skin that can interface with the robotics, like I'm saying, and also mimic facial expressions. Check it out. So we don't need this stupid music, but
Oh, God.
see this thing?
It can
So
heal
that thing-
itself, too.
Yeah, Pat, it could heal itself. So this thing is just sitting here and it's smiling at you on its own. So he's making a nose and a smile. It's got eyes in it.
It's like a
That's
condom
gonna-
smiling at you.
Yeah, why would
Yeah, but
you
it's-
want that?
But it's
Smiley
it's
condom.
human skin. It's lab-grown human skin. It's real deal.
What do you mean lab-grown human skin? What does that even
That's
mean?
a lab-grown human skin that can interface with robotics. It's
Like
going to
stem
go on
cells
the
and shit?
outside of robots. I don't know exactly how
It doesn't look like human skin at all.
but that's because it's just in it. Like they've just grown it. They're going to be able to put like a human-looking exterior on it, and and like Pat said, they're going to be able to heal themselves. Like these robots that have the human skin covering, if it gets damaged, they'll be able to heal the skin covering on their own. And I mean, it's wild. Like literally, robots with human skin on them is coming. It's coming.
So you
soon.
can beat it as much as you want and it'll heal itself.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, how long until that's on a menu somewhere as like a super like high-end restaurant where you can
Probably
like
not
eat?
long.
Human skin.
Yeah,
lab
well,
grown.
like yeah, but that'll be salted.
on.
Dude, fucking earlier this month, Swedish scientists announced they made a computer out of brains.
Right.
Out of-
Yeah, the nano computing is getting big. They got. I mean,
out
it's
of
like
organoids.
they're doing
Remember
crazy shit.
Organoids. There's like
yeah. Have they put this thing in front of cats? They got a lot of cats in Tokyo. How are the cats handling this new?
I mean, a cat's gonna hate a robot covered in skin. I would think,
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
the thing about the robot, it's almost like the perfect scratching post because it'll just heal itself as soon as the cat's done ripping the shit out of it.
It's true.
It's true.
Okay.
Yikes.
No, I mean, there's going to be a lot of good utilities. I am getting a robot butler as soon as I can afford one. It's going to be it's looking like, if you want the skin model, well, I don't know about that, but non-skin, we're talking 15 G's. Skinned up, I mean, it could be like a pool. We're talking maybe 50.
The skin one's just for sex, though, right? I mean,
Well,
You
yeah.
got it.
If you go over to someone's house
Or
for the
killing.
first time, if you go over to someone's house for the first time and they've got a skin model, you got to get out of there pretty quick. You got to make an excuse.
You want
You got to
to?
make an excuse.
They can
You wanna
afford the
kill it?
skin model.
Yeah.
You can kill it. It
missing
skin
a
heals
piece of skin.
itself. Go ahead. Take
Why
a
is
swing
the
at it.
crotch still worn out?
I'm gonna get you a knife.
takes her a little longer to heal in the crotch, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. You look stressed. Why don't you kill my robot?
Oh,
Yikes. Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, it's coming.
Here's another weird one. Remember this piece of shit? This guy? Maybe that'll tell you. Look at that fucking weirdo. That's the loser that shot and killed 17 people, injured 17 back in February 2018 at Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. Okay. Here's his victims. He will be living the rest of his life in the Florida prison system at an undisclosed facility. For some reason, they're not letting anyone know exactly where he is. I'm sure the inmates have figured it out. But he's back in the news because of the civil suit that was just completed last month between he and one of his victims, now 21-year-old Anthony Borges, who was shot in the lungs, stomach, and legs, but survived the attack. But of course, was in the hospital for God knows how long, trauma, watched his friends die, all that stuff. So back in 2021, 3 years after the incident, he was awarded $1.25 million from the school district for his injuries and trauma. But now, thanks to a civil suit he had with that psycho, he also now basically owns that psycho and can control what he does and doesn't do as far as book deals, talking to the media, documentaries, any kind of appearance. So the Daily Mail article said in the civil suit proceedings, Borges' lawyer, Alex Areza, arranged a Zoom meeting with the killer and was able to convince him to sign over the rights to his name to Borges. So again, TV shows, documentaries, Borges has to give the okay and will probably receive all the profit from anything that this piece of shit makes if he does do like a documentary, like, talking to serial killers or talking to mass murderers, like, fucking they do on
good
Netflix
for him.
all
I
the
mean,
time.
that he'll get the money it seems weird it goes to one survivor, right?
It does, right? Yeah, that's what's weird. So he said that the idea is now to shut him out. He won't be the one who decides when or how the story gets told.
He can't make money off of his sadistic.
So you're not supposed to be able to Son of Sam law, David Berkowitz, that they passed the law because he was essentially writing a book about being Son of Sam. But like Supreme Court usually strikes it down. But you're not supposed to be able to make dough.
Yeah, that makes sense. Shouldn't be.
But this guy seems like he can control not only that, but also the ability to have his name be used or an appearance.
Dude,
making dough.
What he should do is jerk him around and make him like go show up for an appearance and cancel it right before and stuff like that. Just like keep like sending them to weird places and just be like, "You're gonna do it to the Today Show, psych."
Right. Yeah.
Psych,
tomorrow,
bitch. Yeah, tomorrow.
It's the Tomorrow Show.
Yeah. They said that the main idea is to keep him from being able to inflict further torture on his victims from jail by, just appearing in the media, basically. Right. So the article says that while Borges was absent from the meeting, his father was present. Here's his dad. And he said, "I have mixed feelings when I see his face. I don't feel rage. I remind myself that you have to know and understand his story. But I also thought after what he took from my son, whatever he owns in this world, we should take from him." So he took his whole identity, his name. And apparently it was also agreed that when this dud dies in prison, he will donate his brain to science to see if they can identify anything specific that might have caused him to kill 17 kids, injure 17 others. I think they probably have to look a little lower on his body to figure that one out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right.
Little dick, you know what I mean? Anyway, his lawyer added, what turns a person into Nicholas Cruz? Was it something that we can learn by studying his brain? No, you just got to look a little lower. You know what I mean? Speaking with the Sun Sentinel, Borges expressed no interest in using the gunman's name for his own gain. He said, "I'm not with that mentality." And look, if what this kid went through is insane, right? But I think he should, maybe be able to get money off a book or whatever. But I also think he should probably split the profits, as Will said, with the other survivors, just like they did after the shooting. But this kid has been, again, I feel sorry for this kid, but he's been the smartest of all the victims so far. When the initial civil suits and suits were filed against the school district and the sheriff's office, Broward County Sheriff's Office, he split off from the other plaintiffs. So they got $25 million. They had to split that by 51 ways, which included the families of the 17 who died, the students who were injured, staff injured. So he split off and he got 1.25 million. So the other people, if you do the math, got like what 500,000. He split off and got more than double. So he's been at least playing this correctly the whole time. I don't know.
So I mean, he's gotten the best deal so far, but it won't be all his profit when they eventually make money off of it.
No, it is going to be all his profit. He owns the rights to the killer's name now.
But he's saying he's not with the mentality of.
That's what I mean. It looks bad if he's like, yeah, I'm going to make money off this killer. But I mean, I imagine that if he does,
that's obviously what's going to happen. So
I don't know if there's anyone dying to write a book about or speak to this guy, but I'm sure with all the stuff I've seen on killers and stuff.
The point is the victim, one of the survivors, is in charge.
Yes,
that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. What do you think? I don't know.
I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I hope he fucks this dude.
I think they should have to sign over all their. I mean, I guess that's what Pat was saying.
This guy gets sentenced to death. Wasn't this in Florida? Is he getting the death penalty? What's the deal?
No. He just got resentenced to life in jail. He's not getting the death penalty. He's just spending the rest of his life in an undisclosed prison.
Yeah, I prefer to never hear about him again. So hopefully he does that. Hopefully he just shuts him out.
Put it in a vault.
Yeah,
there's like certain crimes, right, that give you like a certain status, negative or positive, in prison, right? Like if you're a chomo, as they refer to them, a child molester of any sort, like you're subhuman in prison, right? I wonder if there's like a status associated to mass shooters.
When you kill kids, it's probably very similar to a child molester.
Yeah. I hope so.
Yeah. So
yeah, a lot of dads in jail.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fuck that dude. Not the kid, but fuck the shooter, the little dick shooter. Fuck him. I have an interesting story for you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I have the deal of a lifetime.
Ooh.
I'm
sounds good.
Actually, more than a lifetime. Church in Mexico, the Church of End Times, is selling 1 acre plots of land in heaven for just $100. Not heaven, Kansas, heaven.
Is this in the metaverse?
Yeah, it basically, but the heaven, like heaven.
Okay,
it's pretty good. $100.
They're personally reserving your spot with God.
An acre. I don't know how big heaven is, but acres. Not bad.
You get a whole acre.
Yeah,
that's a ripoff in heaven.
I feel
that's
like
a fucking rip-off.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you're a city dweller, maybe you think that's tight, but if you grew up outside of a city in acres,
where am I going to put my mansion, my pool, all my cars?
Yeah. Right. Well, also, why are you going to spend $100 if you just are good? You can just spend $0, right? But
well, I mean, that's a deal.
It is a deal. I mean, it's certainly. I mean, if you thought buying a star for your naming it after your girlfriend, for her birthday, or owning a fake part of the Green Bay Packers franchise was too good to be true.
Heaven's a better investment than all this. Yeah.
Hey, listen to me.
Yeah, exactly. It's also kind of the perfect con, right? Because I mean, what do we know about Mexicans, Wes?
They love Jesus.
Okay, I was hoping you weren't more racist, but exactly, they all really want to go to heaven.
Right? They really want to get up there so bad.
They do.
That was a big deal for those Catholics. So $100, they're going to pay that, right? They could have charged $100 for the rest of their lives to these people. But maybe it's not a con because the pastor of the Church of End Times, Pastor Eric Entums, said he spoke to God in 2017 on his cell phone directly, and God authorized the sale.
Spoke to God.
What does that mean?
God said, "Sell away $100. As long as it's $100, you can. I got acres."
Because God wants everyone to be able to afford a spot in heaven,
right? And also, God knows how many acres they have, so He's like, "Yeah, an acre, sure. It's infinite space up here.
We can spare it."
Now I know where to put all the pores.
How many people have bought the plot based on that story?
According to a real estate TikToker, millions. The church has made millions off this because everyone's going to buy it, right?
Yeah. And Angel Realty is he brokering the deals?
Yeah. This is his first non-earth deal, he said. But
they're printing certificates in their little church office.
Yeah,
say Jorge Flores, 1 acre.
Yeah, you have to sign with the title company.
Of course, they're printing certificates. You need the certificate.
Yeah, you need it.
And it's easy to pay for it. They're accepting all sorts of digital payment options, including Visa, MasterCard, Maestro, RuPay, and even digital wallets such as Google Pay and Apple Pay. Armando Pantaja is the real estate agent who described the news as the biggest real estate deal ever.
Wow.
I bought 2 acres. I'm going to leave it up there.
Well, could you buy an acre for everyone in your family and put them together? If you got like a
I'm
family
going to
of
buy 5 acres in heaven.
I bought 2. I really indulged.
Yeah. I'm going to run around up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a whole cul-de-sac. So people are really buying this thing from this guy on that story. That's
no, but people are buying the story because it was all over social media, and it's fake. It's totally fake. Yeah,
I was gonna say we should become con men yesterday if this was possible.
They picked the right country to run that fake story. I'll tell you that
they did, and Pastor Entums is like end of times, so it was kind of right on the nose the whole time. But they got me, and we had to fact check it before the show, and it turns out that it's just a big con, and sometimes they're saying a Spanish church, sometimes Mexican. So I went with Mexican. Okay, but I'm not going to end the show on that. Let's end on a couple of real boob stories. A study out of the Lincoln, Nebraska, the college university, said that women stare at boobs as much as men. Come on now, let's go.
Yeah, pretty great. I was good. We've known this unfortunately since 2013. That's what if you look at the date on that study.
Yep, they ran the study. They put like those eyeline trackers. Remember that hilarious viral video of the guys like, "I'm not gonna look at boobs. Fuck." So they put the eyeline tracking technology on a bunch of men and women, and they were all just staring at racks equal amount of time.
Yeah, because I mean,
beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
I wonder if men stare at dicks as much as women stare at dicks. Does it work the same way?
That study is that's a great question.
Have you ever stared at a dick? I've glanced at a lot of dicks, but
well, I mean,
wait.
You glance.
I never, but you start glancing at a boob and then you
sweatpants on. You just staring at his gray sweatpants.
I thought the question would have been phrased the opposite way.
What do you mean?
No, he's saying because women stare at boobs as much as men stare at boobs. He's saying, do you think like if women glance at guys' packages, do men glance at guys' packages as well?
Right. Oh yeah. I thought you were saying, do women glance as much as men at men's packages?
No. Do men glance as much as women?
Why would you assume men stare more? Well,
that's what I thought he was assuming. I was so confused.
You got to be overcome with interest as much after glancing.
Do women stare as much as I do?
Not a chance.
Something catching out of the corner of my eye, and and now I made eye contact. Now I'm just looking.
You see that?
What's it like?
Keep getting crossed over at the basketball court because I'm staring at this guy's dick.
Look at what's its nipple like? What's the nipple on it like?
Yeah. Anyways, one last boob story. This is probably the best one. A study came out that said staring at boobs may give a boost to men's lifespans. Let's go. Come on.
Same picture.
Yeah.
Doing this for you and the kids, honey.
They did this in the United Kingdom, and they're claiming it makes you happier and you're going to live longer if you just stare at some titties every now and then.
Add years to my life, baby.
Yeah.
Great study.
Yeah.
Great studies.
So everyone's out there looking at boobs. Everyone's happy.
Yeah, that's why you pay the scientists. Remember that next time you're wondering.
Would you look at that dick?
I saw another
great study.
I saw another great study online that said that naps, if you take between a 20 and 60-minute nap every day, it decreases your risk of heart disease by like 50%.
That's called confirmation bias, Wes.
Yeah, Wes. That did you?
No, it was done in hospital. It was a big study.
No, it's literally
was that sent to you? Was that sent to you when you were Googling? Is it okay to nap?
Wes does feel guilty about his daily nap habit, but yes, no, they are still healthy. That doesn't change the fact that they're healthy.
There are also some studies that say, if you
2 hour naps
if you take a nap every day, it's because you have heart problems.
Yeah, because you're a diabetic.
Yes, exactly. Because your heart's shutting down.
Well, you got to reverse the effects by taking.
These are voluntary naps can decrease your. Forced naps by your body are bad.
Yeah, crippling naps are bad.
Unintentional naps daily are bad.
You fall asleep on your feet.
If you get up super early and productive and then take a 40-minute nap, good. If you get
That's
up,
usually what I do.
You get up and you're not sure how you got where you are and when you went to sleep.
if you eat a bowl of spaghetti for lunch and then or shut down for an hour, not good.
That's what happened today. I had noodles.
Yeah, those noodles. They'll take it out of you.
Right
You
out.
know?
Chinese Noodle House in Austin. Checking out. Very good.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's the shows for the week, except bonus dog. We got the stream of the presidential debate. So hopefully you already watched that. If you're watching live, join us to that. If you're listening to this, hopefully you joined us because it was probably awesome.
And trivia tonight. Listen to
trivia Friday night.
Patreon.com/Hard Factor.
Everyone in the Patreon. You don't need to be in Send in the Car. It's for all tiers. It's gonna be wild. But if you're not doing all those things, that's fine. Get out there, spread the word, have a great fucking weekend. We'll talk to you soon.